Subscribe to our YouTube channel for the latest updates. Tropical Storm Dolores has formed in the eastern Pacific today and could become a hurricane before striking Mexico. At this time, we're not expecting a hurricane, although conditions are favorable for hurricane development. We have it placed with winds of 45 miles per hour currently, or 70 kilometers per hour, with a pressure of 1,002 millibars. It's moving northwest at 7 miles per hour, or 11 kilometers per hour, and we still have that CDPS rating of 3, wind speed low to moderate, the storm size being low, rainfall potential being just above major, and the overall threat to land just below moderate. This is for another location. This has been changed since yesterday. Now Colima, tomorrow afternoon. The stage 3 means that considerable damage is possible when the storm makes landfall. The current wind fields, the southern side is void of any tropical storm force winds according to the National Hurricane Center, 140 nautical miles for the northeastern quadrant and 60 nautical miles for the northwestern quadrant. The current distances, I apologize again if I mispronounce any of these, 224 miles or 361 kilometers from Lázaro Cárdenas, 369 miles or 594 kilometers from Manzanilla, 487 miles or 784 kilometers from Puerto Vallarta, 522 miles or 840 kilometers from Tepic, and 539 miles or 868 kilometers from San Blas. And as you see at the bottom of the screen, we have tropical storm warnings, hurricane watches, and tropical storm watches in place. The locations were also listed there. Intensity estimates, the National Hurricane Center, 413, AMSU, and SATCON all agree on 45 miles per hour right now, and ADT is going slightly higher at 50 miles per hour. Here's the current National Hurricane Forecast cone. You can see the tropical storm force wind field there, mainly to the northern side. The northeastern side is really dominant, it looks like right now. We've got those tropical storm warnings far along the coastline, and even hurricane watches. As I did mention earlier, this could become a hurricane before it makes landfall. Although right now, due to the time it's being over water being slightly less than originally thought, it's looking less likely for that to happen, but the possibility is still there, which is why we have those hurricane watches in effect. The most likely arrival time for tropical storm force winds, we're talking Saturday 2 a.m. So if you're preparing for Dolores, please finish your preparations now. Here's the key messages. Please do pause the video if you would like to read through these. These are very important to read. Very important information here. And there might be a Spanish version on hurricanes.gov. I could not find one though. The current sea surface temperatures, they're piping hot, ready for this to potentially try and intensify up to a hurricane. Although conditions are a bit limiting. Mainly the main inhibiting factors, I believe, is the time over water and some slight wind shear. The H-Wharf does take this up to a hurricane as it comes inland, and you can see widespread rainfall, 4 to 8 inches widespread, some areas of 16 inches. I know the GFS model is wanting some areas of 20 inches of rain in Mexico. The multi-model diagnostic comparison, most models keeping this below hurricane strength, although we do have we have those two spiking up all the way above 80 knots. That's a bit too outlandish for Dolores this time around. Wind shear is on the decrease for now. Still going to remain a little bit of an inhibiting factor. Sea surface temperatures warming up a bit before landfall. The mid-level relative humidity, it is on a decrease from now on out. Here's the current visible imagery. This is, I believe, 1 minute imagery. You can see the high cloud tops around. It's got a decent spin to it, just like it did yesterday. Although it's not really intensifying too quickly. Could that change? Possibly. If it can organize a bit better, maybe it can make a run at Category 1 intensity. But for the time being, we have a tropical storm heading for Mexico. Stay safe and prepare now for Tropical Storm Dolores.